A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll go again with Hall.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. A give running right is Hall.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here goes Stroud again.
To Mixon on the check down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Here's Hall again. Down inside the 40. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Hall. Now the Texans will burn 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So they only needed a couple of feet there on fourth down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? Fourth and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
To throw again on second down. Stroud looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the half, Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Stroud. And Diggs has it.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Hall again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Hall. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
Tying a game up. Relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's Mixon on the counter, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Now Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Mixon running wide side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hall on a give up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Well, 207 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A give running right is Hall. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a lot. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. The throwing again is Stroud. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods from 4 yards out. And the Texans are once again back in front. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a...
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Hall again on second down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 55 yards. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So Stroud and the Texans down 35-31, a minute 4 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He gets this complete to Diggs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Stroud. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon